In this video, we're working on dividing decimals, and we are also reviewing how to find unit rate from a table. The first thing I'm going to do is label x and y in the table. In a table like this, the x values are on the left and the y values are on the right. And then I'm going to go ahead and record the unit rate formula. The unit rate formula is k equals y divided by x. Remember, k is the unit rate, k is the constant of proportionality. And then I'll choose a point to use. I can use either one of these points. In this point, the y value is negative 0.222, and then the x value is negative 7.4. The denominator goes on the outside, and the numerator goes on the inside. The number that I have to pay attention to is the number on the outside. If the number on the outside has a decimal in it, we have to get that decimal moved over. So this decimal needs to move one time to the right. So I move this decimal on the inside over to the right one time as well. So on the outside, we end up with 74. And then on the inside, we end up with 2.22. And I bring that decimal up to the top. And then I ask myself, all right, 74 goes into 2 0 times. 74 goes into 22 0 times, and then I have to estimate how many times 74 goes into 222. Well, if I think about 74 I'm going to think of as 70, and then 222 is pretty close to 210. And I know that 70 times 3 gives you 210, so I'm going to just guess that 74 times 3 will go nicely into 222. 4 times 3 is 12. 7 times 3 is 21, plus 1 is, wow, exactly 22. That worked out great. So we get 0.03 for our result. And now all I need to do is think about whether the answer is going to be negative or positive. Well, like signs, you get a positive. So a negative divided by negative gives you a positive. So positive 0.03. So I just found the unit rate. The unit rate is 0.03. You could also write this if you want as 0.03. And then we need to write our equation. So I'm going to start by writing it over here. Y equals kx. And then instead of k, we replace k with the 0.03. So k is 0.03. And then the next replacements that I need to do is I need to take out this x and write what they used for x. They used v, so I'm going to put a v here. And then let's look and see what they used for y. For y, they used t. So my answer is going to read t equals 0.03 v. And I want you to start getting used to putting in different variables, because a lot of times on the EOG, they're going to use, v and t, and this will be how the answer is written instead of with x and with y.